Hi, it's Laura at Aquamarine18. Thanks for stopping by my channel today. Welcome or welcome back. I am here with a quick video. Is not something I usually do, as you all know, but this one will be to share some exciting news that I'm excited for anyway. And that is that my deck that I have been working on for quite some time now, and I've shared a few prototypes of, is now finally complete. So I would like to introduce you officially to my deck, which is called an Arboreal Ogam. It's a 20 card deck based on the association of plants and trees with the Ogam alphabet. And that's why I've chosen to name it an Arboreal Ogam, and particularly an Arboreal Ogam instead of the, just because it's not the only deck that does that, of course. And I'm really excited. So I'm going to link below. I've created a MakePlayingCards shop, which is where you can find the deck. I'm also going to relink below my walkthrough of the second prototype of my deck that I ordered, because I've actually decided not to change anything. So the second prototype, which is in that walkthrough video, is exactly what you will get if you order a copy on MakePlayingCards. I have decided to title my deck using the spelling of Ogam, O-G-A-M, as opposed to the perhaps more commonly seen spelling with O-G-H-A-M. So that's really the only thing I've changed since that last video. The reason I made that change is because the four-letter spelling without the H is Old Irish, the spelling with the H is Contemporary Irish, and the titles, the spellings that I've used on the cards themselves, are the normalized Old Irish from the manuscript tradition, which I learned about from Damien McManus's book. He's a linguist. And so changing the spelling really is just for the sake of consistency. It doesn't represent any change in the content of the deck itself. So the deck will be on Superior Smooth cardstock, and it is, again, 20 cards, and it is tarot sized. I feel not entirely thrilled in terms of the environmental factor to be selling it in shrink wrap, but I ultimately wanted to keep the cost of the deck as low as possible. And I know folks like to put their decks in bags or different kinds of storage, so I opted to just leave it with the shrink wrap as opposed to doing a custom tuck box or something like that that would have inflated the price, knowing that lots of people throw out tuck boxes anyway. So that's the rationale for that decision. It is just available in the shrink wrap. And for a guidebook, I've been asked a couple of times if I planned on doing anything in terms of a guidebook. I looked at doing a kind of little white book style. MakePlayingCards does produce those, but again, it would have made the deck more expensive. So what I've decided to do is to create a PDF that will just be quite basic, a little bit decorative, but really pretty basic, sharing the rationale and some citations for the different keywords that I've chosen for the deck, and then just some acknowledgements and very, very basic information about the Ogam. I don't anticipate it being a very long PDF. There are so many great Ogam resources out there, and I really did design the deck to be usable for a beginner with the keywords without any intention of doing any kind of guidebook, so it won't be anything super substantive. But what I'm going to do is make that PDF available to anybody who wants it, whether they've got the deck or not. So I'm just going to put it in a Dropbox and make it downloadable. I'll make a very quick announcement video when that's available at a later date, but I didn't want to hold back the deck for the sake of what I think of as entirely supplemental PDF. So I'm sharing the deck now, even though the PDF is not done. It is forthcoming, it will be free, and you can choose to keep it as a file, or you can print it, whatever you like, right? So that is the plan. I wanted to just close the announcement video by saying thank you to folks who have been encouraging and supportive of this project. I didn't necessarily ever think that I would be creating an Ogam deck for the public, but I'm happy to have done so, and I'm really pleased with how it's turned out, and having kind of the confidence, I guess, to share it with the world. is certainly something that's been contributed to by folks sharing kind words and encouraging me to do it. So thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to hopefully seeing my deck out there in the world. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.